Your excuses are bullshit. That's right. All those excuses you got, they're just fear. You are 100% capable of learning the lesson and making anything in your life better. The only thing that is keeping you from identifying the things that aren't working and doing the work to move your life into alignment with who you're meant to be and the things that truly make you come alive. The only thing that's preventing you from doing that is you. You're afraid to try, you're afraid to fail, you're afraid you're too late, you're afraid of this, you're afraid of that. Now's not the right time, I don't have this, I don't have that, this person would be upset with me. All of it is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of it not working out, fear of being disappointed, fear of disappointing others. That's what an excuse is. There's something that you're busy convincing yourself not to do. It doesn't make any sense because there's nothing stopping you from doing it except for these stupid excuses.
You are unstoppable once you make up your mind. So whatever you're pursuing, you got to get it locked right here in your brain that I'm not going to stop until I get that degree. I'm not going to stop until my kids graduate. I'm not going to stop until I grow this business. I'm not going to stop until I get there. You see, you don't want to make a comment. You want to make statements with conviction. And that's the difference in people who pursue things and get it are those who start and quit. You got to make sure that your mind is made up, because when your mind is made up, you can dominate.
The most important conversation you will ever have in your life is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you're going to act on it, whether it's good or bad.
The only way to feel maximum good about yourself is to extend yourself to the full capacity of your reach, your intellectual reach and your physical reach, and your potential and your possibility to do the best you can. What should you do? All you can. You'll just start the process of change. Could, should, and will. You can start this whole process. And if you will, then put it into action. But here's how you get a miracle going for your life. Number one, do what you can. Get a list of the stuff you could do, and you haven't done, postponed, and start cleaning that up. You can't start at a better place for personal change. Don't walk like other people walk. Don't postpone like other people postpone. Whatever your hands find to do it with all your might, do it with all your strength, and do it with all your power. After today, you don't ever have to be the same again. Only by choice. You don't have to walk out of here the same as you walked in.
Everything everyone knows, they learn. And I don't accept that I'm less intelligent than the next person, which means I can learn it too. Every single excuse I have is valid, but that's still not going to give me the results that I want. The test is not whether or not you know the reasons for not succeeding. The test is whether or not you're willing to do whatever it takes to get to that next level. And a big part of the whatever it takes actually is just remain teachable. Just be a student of the game, a student of life, a student of those who've achieved. Your reality is your reality. So you're not imagining it. You're not imagining that you're poor. You're not imagining that you're left out because you live in a third world country. You're not imagining that you're not getting the right quality of education to make you globally competitive. You're not imagining that. That shit's real, right? Okay, but now that you've got it, you can live in the emotion, and sometimes I do. I get really, really mad and really, really upset. But then the following morning comes and you realize that you've moved not an inch of distance, yet you've expanded all of this time and this emotion. I mean, right now, if you think about the world we live in, just think about how much hatred there is. Think about how much anger there is. And yet we're not moving. So what really pulls me up, and it's an honest conversation with me, is I go, do you want the emotion or do you want progress? Because you can't have both. I'll give you an example. You're at the gym, you're curling, you're rep 8, and your body starts to fire off those signals in your brain and it goes, stop, it hurts. If you stop, you get the emotion, you don't get the progress. We're living in this world today where everybody is just so deeply embedded in the emotion. I want to be angry at Tom because he's X, Y, and Z, and I want to be angry at Vusi because, yeah. Yet you make no progress. So sometimes we've lost a sense of perspective. It's not easy, but damn, it's much easier than it's ever been. And you have a responsibility to own your progress. When somebody asks the question, who are you? How do you answer that question? Are you the job you have? Are you the place you come from? Are you the lineage of your ancestors? Are you the qualifications? Are you your geography? Who are you? You will always be the worst at something the first time you do it because you don't have the skill set. But as you do it, what happens is you mature, you get better, and you learn, right? So that's what I mean by that, is the reason it's important to start is because all of those stories, that self-narrative that you've been saying and toiling in your head, the excuses are valid, the world isn't fair, and guess what? At the beginning, it is going to be tough. But the only way out of it is to start. There is no other way out of it. You can't negotiate with it. You don't have to be ready for where you're going. You just have to be ready for what's next.
We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. You always want to blame other people. You want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time? You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? If you wanted to have it, whip your butt up and make it happen. The people who blew up, they blew up because there was something that was going wrong in their life, and they took that pain and they turned that pain into something. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute, and you gotta go from 7 to 120.